The night was dark, quiet, and filled with dreams that refused to die. While other children were sleeping in warm beds, one poor boy was sitting alone under a flickering streetlight, fighting a battle no one could see. His clothes were old, his shoes were torn, but his heart carried something stronger than wealth: determination. Every night, he opened his books as the world around him slept in silence. People passed by without noticing him, thinking he was just another lonely child. But they didn't know that this boy was writing his destiny under that streetlight. In this section, we introduce the boy's world and struggles. It focuses on his living conditions, family situation, and the harsh realities of poverty. The goal is to make viewers emotionally connect with him from the start. You describe his small, fragile home. His parents struggle to make ends meet, and the lack of basic comforts. You also highlight how he finds happiness in simple things, like old or borrowed books, showing that even in hardship, his curiosity and desire to learn remain strong. This sets the stage for his determination to rise above poverty. In this section, we show the boy's inner ambition and strong desire to change his future despite poverty. It focuses on the dream he carries in his heart, becoming someone successful and respected through education. Instead of feeling jealous of rich children, he uses their success as motivation. This part highlights his mental strength, positive thinking, and determination. The main purpose is to make viewers feel that the boy is not just poor in money, but rich in hope and vision. It prepares the audience emotionally for the challenges he will face later in the story. In this section, we introduce the turning point that allows the boy to pursue his dream despite his circumstances. Because his home has no electricity, he discovers a nearby streetlight and decides to study under it. This moment shows his resourcefulness, determination, and creative problem solving. The streetlight becomes a symbol of hope and perseverance, highlighting how he refuses to let darkness, both literal and metaphorical, stop him. This section is crucial for making viewers root for him, as it shows he's willing to endure discomfort and hardship just to chase his dream. This section highlights the boy's dedication and the sacrifices he makes every day to follow his dream. After helping his family with chores and dealing with exhaustion, he still walks to the streetlight to study. It emphasizes the physical and mental struggles he endures: cold nights, mosquitoes, fatigue, and the temptation to give up. The purpose is to show viewers that success requires consistent effort and personal sacrifice, making his journey relatable and inspiring. This part builds empathy and admiration, keeping the audience emotionally invested in his story. In this section, we show the emotional struggles the boy faces from society's criticism and mockery. Some people laugh at him or think studying in darkness is pointless. These negative words create inner doubt, making him question his own abilities. However, instead of giving up, he chooses to fight against these negative voices by focusing more on his studies. This section is important because it shows that mental strength is just as important as hard work. It teaches viewers that success often requires ignoring negativity and believing in one's own purpose, even when others don't understand. This section introduces a positive turning point in the boy's journey through the kindness of a stranger who notices his dedication. The stranger asks about his struggle and feels moved by his story. Later, he helps the boy by giving him books and study materials. This moment shows that small acts of kindness can change someone's life. It also adds emotional warmth to the story after the hardship and tension. The purpose of this section is to highlight that sometimes support comes unexpectedly, and encouragement from others can strengthen a person's determination to succeed. In this section, the story shows the early rewards of the boy's consistent hard work. His academic performance begins improving, and his teachers notice his progress. Although he still faces challenges, his dedication starts giving visible results. This part builds positive emotional momentum in the story by showing that effort eventually leads to improvement. It also teaches viewers that success is a gradual process, not an overnight miracle. The boy remains humble and focused, understanding that small victories are steps toward a bigger goal. This section strengthens hope and keeps the audience emotionally connected to his journey. In this section, the boy finally receives a life-changing opportunity in the form of a scholarship or major academic recognition. This moment represents the reward of his long years of sacrifice and hard work. His family feels proud, and the community begins to respect him. The story emphasizes that this success is not luck, but the result of patience and perseverance. Emotionally, this section is very powerful because it shows the transformation of his life from struggle to opportunity. It teaches viewers that dedication in darkness can eventually bring light into one's life and future. In this section, the boy grows up and becomes a successful and respected person, but he never forgets his humble beginnings. He remembers the nights spent studying under the streetlight and understands that his struggles shaped his character. He visits his old neighborhood and reflects on his journey from poverty to success. This part delivers a strong emotional message that true success is not about forgetting the past, but learning from it. It encourages viewers to stay humble after achieving their goals and to value the hardships that help them become stronger and more determined. In this final section, the story delivers a powerful emotional and motivational conclusion. The boy shares the life lesson that poverty is not a permanent destiny but only a starting challenge. The message encourages viewers to believe in their dreams and keep working even in difficult situations. The streetlight becomes a symbol of hope, showing that success is possible even in darkness. The narrator ends by asking the audience to reflect on their own dreams and struggles, creating a strong emotional connection and encouraging viewers to stay motivated and never give up on their goals.